Imagine you have been arrested and detained in jail because you stole this quart of milk. Your reason for stealing this quart of milk is during the coronavirus pandemic. You stole the milk because you lost your job, your stimulus check hasn't come in, and you have no money and no food to take care of your family. So you find yourself in this jail, and you noticed in the jail, no one has been tested for the virus. Not the inmates, nor the staff. And you clearly see that there are people who are sick and who may possibly have the virus. So now, what do? You're just sitting there, unprotected, in a dangerous state. And you committed a small, nonviolent, petty crime. And you wait and you wait and you wait. Hopefully you don't get exposed or infected. So I say all people who committed non-violent, petty crimes should be released or transferred from the jails. And the problem with bringing these people in to the prison system is because they could be infected from coming out of their communities into the prison system and infect people, the inmates who didn't have the virus, or vice versa. So it's a no-win situation. And in order to resolve this, you have to really look at the problems. So, first problem is, according to the NAACP, that African Americans are arrested 5 times greater than Caucasians. And this creates a problem because these inmates that are brought into the jail systems, more than likely, they could either make bail or they wait for a court date. And if they are released from the prisons under these dangerous conditions and they become infected, they will bring it back into their communities, which is another problem. According to Jim Chivas, the rate of people becoming positive with this disease is far greater in the African American community than it is in the white community. More people are dying in the African American community than the white community. So once again, it's like a revolving door. You're bringing a problem into a situation that's dangerous and putting them back out into a community that can become more dangerous. So that is just not making any sense. The other problem is that according to Eugene Scott, 24,148 jail inmates in the state of Kentucky are more than likely going to be infected by the coronavirus because the quarters are so tight. They are told and instructed to wash their hands constantly, but they don't have soap. They can't quarantine themselves. There's no place for them to do that. It's overcrowded, and they're subjected to this virus. The solution? Well, transfer or release prisoners who committed nonviolent crimes and have them tested first. If they test negative, release them back into their communities. If they test positive, have them go to the jails. And the other inmates who are infected, who committed these type of crimes, you got to find a way to take the other inmates and transfer them to these unoccupied facilities, such as, convention centers, arenas, schools. These are all public facilities that are not being utilized, and house them there so the separation can be done. The advantage of doing this? Well, you're trying to stop the virus from spreading and flatten the curve. It's also job opportunities. Yes, because all these public facilities will need to be managed properly, and the inmates would have to be guarded. So and there's some administrative and medical opportunities as well as far as employment. If you are a person who is concerned about this type of situation that's going on in the jails and in the prisons as well, I suggest that you contact your local or state politicians and let them know that you're concerned about this situation and that some kind of remedy should come about.